Hello, I am Bambi Godkin, the Education Manager from Mill Mountain Zoo. And today our animal-related craft is going to be Model Magic birds. So this is a finished product, so I'm going to show you guys how to do that today. This one was actually done with blue Model Magic. Normally I would use white, which is what my example that I'm going to make for you guys today will be in. The color, you use watercolor to make some of the accent colors, and that of course shows up better on white Model Magic than blue, but you can kind of get an idea. So we're going to go through this step by step. All right, to start with the Model Magic bird, you're going to need about a 5 by 7 inch piece of cardboard, thin to medium size cardboard. You don't want too thick of cardboard, and you'll draw bird shape on there. And then you're going to cut that out. You can use an X-Acto knife. That actually probably is a little bit easier because sometimes the cardboard will bend on you. So depending on the age of your child, you can help them with this. If it's a younger child, maybe you just want to cut the bird out for them. All right, once you have your bird cut off, you're going to poke 2 holes in it. I like to do the holes right about here and here, but you could do them on the tail and the head if you wanted to. Like that. And then you cut some yarn, twine, or kind of good string you have. Alright, then you can just knot that. Like that. And then you're going to need 2 ounces of Model Magic. And then you're going to kind of ball it up like this. If you've got any kind of clay tools, you can use them. I don't think they're really necessary. It's pretty soft stuff. But if you've got a rolling pin, you want to roll it out. Any children's, plastic clay working tools or tools like for Play-Doh or anything like that will work. But I think it's easy enough just to press out with your hand. So what you want to try and do is get this press out to about 1/4 of an inch thick so that it's bigger around than the bird shape, because we're going to actually put it around the cardboard. Alright, once you've got it where it's about 1/4 of an inch around your cardboard, then you can trace around it. It doesn't have to be perfect because you're going to fold these extra edges around the back of the cardboard and smooth it out. So if it's not perfect, it's okay. Alright, so just like that. And then you can just cut this stuff really easily. Okay, once you have it cut out, you're gonna make sure that string is on the back where you have the knot. It's pulled up. You're gonna put this over the cardboard so it's pretty even. And then start folding it over. Sometimes there might be extra, you can kind of pinch that off so that it's not too bunchy on the other side. And just kind of wrap it all around there. This is just rough right now, and then you can get it to look nicer. Alright, so let's try and flatten and smooth that all out on the back side. Okay, and then you're going to pull the string up so that it's through the Model Magic. I just want a little bit more here on this back part. It sticks to itself really well so that you don't need really much to do anything with it other than its own stickiness. All right. Okay, now you can work on it as much as you want to get it to look nice and smooth. Doesn't take much, just kind of smooth it out like this. Now some of these extra pieces that you cut off are really good for like wings and things like that. You don't want any little small pieces like this sticking off because chances are those are just going to crack and break. So I would cut those so that they stay flush with the cardboard part, which you can make wings. And again, you can smooth it out. Make eye. Yeah. All right. If you want to add any other kind of details like that for more dimension on the wings, I like just using these pieces that have been cut off. Maybe like that. Pretty much you can do whatever you want. You can make it look like a realistic bird. You can make it look like a magical bird. Whatever you want it to look like. You can use, like if you do have any clay tools, you can use those, or you can use a pencil and put some texture in there. A pen would work too. All right. So that's a good start. Model Magic takes a while to dry, air dries. So with the magic of video editing, we're gonna let this dry and we're gonna finish it up, and you will visit with me again tomorrow when we show you the finished product. All right, so here is our Model Magic bird that has had a day to dry. And now we're gonna add some color to it. Liquid watercolors work the best because the color is really potent, but you can use the plain old cake watercolor that you can find at any store. I would recommend using a nicer brush than what comes with the watercolors though, so you can lay more color down. So you're just going to start getting some color on there, just like so. Some of the colors will take maybe a few coats to get them in. The Model Magic's pretty porous, so the color kind of soaks in. So sometimes you need to put a little bit extra on there, but you don't want too much water, otherwise it's gonna bleed and spill all over. So you want to keep the brush fairly dry and just get the color on that way. All right, so once you've got your bird all painted, just the way you like it, you can glue on some fun feathers just for a little added something, just to make them a little bit more fun. So I'm gonna pick out some for the head and some for the tail. You could glue more on if you wanted to put some on the wings, but I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm just gonna put 2 on the head and 2 on the tail. And for this, you could use plain old white glue, but I love hot glue because it dries so fast. So you'll put a little on the back side of the head, wherever you want the feathers. Do that. Alright, I like that. That looks cute. And then same thing for the tail. Pencils work good for pushing the stuff into the hot glue so you don't burn your finger. You can always put a little bit more on the back just to make sure they're stuck down really good. Alright, that looks pretty cute. So there you have it. There's your Model Magic bird. And if you don't have the feather fluffs, you know, it looks cute even without them, but that just adds a little something fun that the kids should like. Thanks again for visiting with us. I'll be making more projects, so just tune in next time for another animal related craft or activity.